The future is now.
We talk NXT.
My prayers have been answered.
Mr. Regal.
Getting the early advantage. The most level-headed thing you've said in weeks, Saxton.
What happened? We had a plan. We have a plan. The ref was down. I took my belt off. I gave it to you. You know something? I wish Oxford was here right now. Oh, they know.
Welcome to KedaNJay. We Talk NXT. Episode 18, my favorite number. Yes. Hi, Jay.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, we get to talk about NXT. You know, we did Raw this past week with Mr. Polo Lifestyle and DJ BTB. Shout out to those guys. And Skype didn't like us. That's all we're gonna say. And if you didn't check out that episode, check out that episode. We appreciate it. So, do you have anything you want to talk about before we actually get to NXT?
Well, you remember when we talked about Bret Hart, you know, when he announced about him having prostate cancer.
Yeah.
I found out that Madison Square Garden, they did a nice little you know, in support of Bret Hart. They did on the outside marquee where, you know, get well soon, Hitman, which I thought was a nice little gesture and everything.
Yeah, that was very nice. They did that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it showed that, you know, people care. So
Exactly.
and not just wrestling fans, but people outside of wrestling, because, which I did not know this, you know, he's a big fan of the Baltimore Ravens.
He is.
Which I did not know that until here recently.
That's weird. I live like close to Baltimore. I didn't even know that. Wow.
And he's actually friends with the rapper Cameron.
The hell?
Yeah.
I mean, he do got a black wife, so. But
I guess. But when I saw the picture, I was like, him and Cameron, because Cameron actually, you know, sent out, you know, get well soon, Hitman.
yeah.
A couple of the Ravens players, Steve Smith, and a few others, they, you know, get well soon, Hitman type deal. So, you know, like I say, it's good to see that, you know, people, not just wrestling insiders, but, you know, other entertainment people, you know, are fans of his and, you know, wishing him the best. So.
Right. And you know what? I think in hockey, they probably gonna do something for him too. The Canadians, you know, I think he's a fan of the Canadian or Toronto. One of them, they might do something for him too. If anybody watch hockey, they might do something for him.
Well.
Yeah. So, cause I know he's a hockey fan, I just don't know which team. But yeah. I hope Bret Hart get Wilson. You know, that's a serious name.
It is.
It really is. And I think we had this conversation before. Remember, like how I was saying how WWE do in October, like the breast cancer thing. I always say they should do like something with a man type of thing. Since it's a man's sport, they should do like something with prostate cancer or some type of, you know, men diseases in a way, you know, to support them.
Yeah.
Like, I have nothing wrong with the breast cancer, but it's just
Well,
what?
I mean, I might get a little flack for saying this, but the only issue I have with the breast cancer thing. Now, okay, I would say this: the way the NFL handles it, I think, is a lot better than how WWE handles it with Susan G. Komen.
Yeah, I heard my brother and them they do the breast cancer awareness in October too, but they just wear the pink, and then they probably like have like a pet rally or something. But that's it. It's not like hype. You know what I mean? Like like how they do on TV, WWE do.
Yeah, they kind of overdo it in a sense. I mean, you know, like I say, with the NFL, the way they do it, you know, during the month of October, all the teams, you know, they wear pink and, you know, and stuff like that. But it's not shoved down your throat in a sense.
Yeah.
The way WWE do it.
Right, because like okay, everybody have to have pink in their gear, and the rope be pink. I'm like, okay, the rope could be pink. Okay, if you're gonna have people have different gear pink, let it just be one show. You know what I mean? It's just one show, and then to advertise it, and then put on the network. That's all. But every week in that month, you don't need all that.
Well, I mean, I don't have no problem. Like I say, once again, bringing it back to the NFL, like I said, through the month of October. So, like I say, that's for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, all the teams they wear pink in their uniform. So if a WWE, you know, if everybody wore pink during the month of October, I have no problem with that. It's just the excessiveness of it is it kind of, you know,
Right.
throughout the shows. That's what kind of gets to me.
Right, with me too. That's what I'm saying with the whole merchandise too. That's a part of it because you see the pink, but you keep seeing these videos every other segment.
Yeah.
So to me, it feels like it's too much. Just have one show dealing with that, and rest of the month. I mean, you can have the pink rope or like maybe one or two people wear the shirt, but you know, if you want that first week of October, everyone having on, you know, the appetizer, put on the network, and then maybe different wrestlers each week will have that shirt on, something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But they should do something with the men. You know, since it's a man sport, basically.
True, and at the same time, it's like, okay, women are not the only ones who get cancer,
Yeah,
and also women are not the only ones who get breast cancer. Believe it or not.
exactly. Yeah,
So yeah, you're right in that regard. That how it's just strictly about, because that's all you see in regards to that is with the women. I mean, the only time you see with the men is the men in support of it, but it's not men who've actually had to deal with it.
it's not representing the men. So maybe this year, I'm sorry, maybe they do something with Bret Hart or something. I don't know. Maybe they start focusing on that. You know, like different ones.
Yeah, maybe.
And my thing is with that whole what's it called, Susan G. Komen? They could just put that on YouTube or something. We don't need to keep saying. We don't need to keep saying like clips.
Put it
Yeah,
on YouTube.
yeah. Remember? Okay, when they first started it, I think it was CM Punk was there actually. I think when they first, I was like, okay, I didn't mind it. Then the next year, I'm like, oh my god, like, it's too much. Like,
Yeah.
I believe one of my family members like, what are you watching? I thought you was watching wrestling. I was like, yeah, that's what I thought I was too. Because every time they came in the kitchen, because they had TV in the kitchen at the time, they're like, what are you watching? It was wrestling. I'm like, yeah, they support breast cancer. It was like breast cancer. Shouldn't they support something dealing with men? I was like, yeah, that's what I've been saying too. You know, and it's sad that a person who don't watch wrestling, like, you know,
They can pick up on that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, what the hell?
But you remember when here the other year when old Hogan,
Oh, God.
you know with this, you know, the Susan G. Komen brother. And it's like what? It's like really.
I actually mocked out when Hulk Hogan came in DC. Was that last SmackDown? Yeah, last year SmackDown. I think it was in March. It was a birthday gift. I actually marked. I really wanted his shirt, so I'm kind of glad I didn't get his shirt. Cause no, it was SmackDown, and he started. The last time I saw him was, I believe, SummerSlam in 2005. I actually saw him live. So
The whole Shawn Michaels
yeah,
overselling.
I'm trying to tell y'all on Monday on that Raw review what happened, but yeah, that's the last time I saw him, and yeah, basically the Shawn Michaels was selling like hell, Jay. Like if you was there, he was like going in slow motion, Hulk Hogan. So he had to do that extra stuff, because that was my first pay-per-view, I believe. I think that was my very first pay-per-view. I went to live events before, but my first pay-per-view. And I'm just like, Shawn Michaels about to kill himself.
Well, you know, Hogan was 51 at that time.
I know, because my god sister went, so she was like, is he gonna do anything else but punch him? Because she wasn't a fan of wrestling at that time. You know, she's back in the Attitude Era. So I was like, okay, but I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, but Hulk Hogan got marked out for him last year. But yeah, don't judge me. Yeah, don't judge me. All right, so you ready to talk NXT?
Let's get to it.
Yeah, let's talk some. We talk NXT. I can't do that voice. I'm stopped.
Yeah,
up.
don't hurt yourself.
Yes, no. So NXT once again. This show. I think I liked last week better than this show.
Well, I had no problem with this show.
It was. I mean, it wasn't bad. No, they never had bad show. They don't have bad. They had like okay, good show. But I did have some parts I did actually like in the show. But
yeah.
I think I liked last week because of the commentary for me. But yeah, that's all right. So let's get into it. So we start off with Vaughn Villains versus the Hype Bros.
Yeah, and before we get into the match, when the Villains came out first, you know how Simon Gulch, how he, how he get on the ropes and he be stretching the ropes out and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this man is gonna pop one of these ropes and it's gonna just ruin the show, right? So, because I think I tweeted it, I was like, if one of the ropes popped during any of the matches, we can blame Simon Gotch for this, right? so, so then, when the Hype Bros come out there and Mojo comes out there with his Ultimate Warrior, type running to the ring, and then he runs in the ring, and then he hits the ropes real hard. I'm like, oh my god, these ropes gonna bust open at some point. But it is. I mean, like, I don't understand why they do that.
I guess, in NXT, they have their own gimmick. I mean, they have more creative control what they could do, so...
No, I'm talking about why do they stretch on the ropes like that?
I guess to see how strong they are. I don't know.
Well, I mean, in Simon Gott's defense, that is part of his gimmick, because he's, they supposed to be like the old school, the very old school, but going back to like Gorgeous George and people like that, when it was still like done like in the circus and stuff like that with wrestling. So, I mean, I get that with him, but Mojo, he just...
I love Mojo Rawley. I cannot stand Zack Ryder. The only time I liked the Zack Ryder when he won the U.S. belt, I believe. That's the only time I like. Huh?
The first time?
Yeah. Well, when was it the last time? He only won it one time.
I thought he won it like two times.
No, okay. Whatever time when he got all that hype. When people...
I think that was the first time.
Okay, maybe it was the first time, because I don't remember the second time.
Because he didn't get a big push in WWE until the whole Long Island.
Yeah, because he had some stupid storyline with John Cena and Kane, and I think he was in the wheelchair.
But that was toward the end of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that was all done like around the time when I had just got back into watching, and I'm like, what the hell is this?
I think what the hell's her name? It was Ava.
Eve Torres.
Eve Torres, Ava.
Yeah.
Yeah, her. She was on the. That was just weird.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh my god. Yeah. The Woo Woo Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I love Mojo Rawley. He don't need Zack Ryder. But with the VAR Villains, it felt like they need something else with their character. Maybe a third person, maybe.
Like,
I don't know who.
Blue Pants, maybe.
I mean, no, we did see her at the Takeover. I believe that was Takeover Respect. I believe that was. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when they won the belts. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
But that's if they ever signed her, because she's not signed. So.
Yeah, pretty much. So what did you think about this match?
I really didn't care about it.
Yeah,
I really didn't, because when I saw that this was when this was the first. Okay, like I said, when the VAR Villains came out, I was like, okay, well, who they fight? Because I thought maybe they'd be fighting like Dash and Dawson, or maybe Cass and Enzo, right? That's what I'm thinking. And then when
I think I told you this last week, because remember the Hype Bros was like having that promo, and I think I said they might versus them next week.
Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah, so it was because they was like, why they going evil or something like that. Yeah, so that was coming. The match was okay. I didn't ban it.
It wasn't nothing special.
Zack Ryder got the hot tag. No, I'm sorry. No, Zack Ryder was doing his moves, and he got the hot tag to Mojo Rawley, and I think he hold on, I might be wrong. Hold on, no, wait a minute, who won this match? Oh, the VAR Villains. Okay, no, that's what it was. So he got the tag. Zack Ryder, he doing the woo woo chant, and that boot he does, he missed it, and the VAR Villains pinned him. Basically, that's all I remember. I was trying to get it correct. Yeah, my bad. But yeah, it wasn't
anything special.
Yes, and you know what? Thank God that dude was not on this show. Whew, thank God.
What dude?
The Drifter. Whew, yeah, God, he's the first member in the Hall of Shame. Oh my gosh. Oh Jesus. The Hall of Shame basically is people who are crap go into this Hall of Shame that we feel like should go in this. Jay, do you have anybody? I think we should do this once a week. We both choose something. But this week, who do you choose to be in the Hall of Shame? And even Marie, you know what? She's not banned because it's not fair. It's not fair. but she's not banned.
Well, since she's not a part of this, because she wasn't on this episode, so.
Yeah, well, kind of. I clipped.
But it wasn't.
I know.
Yeah, she was a part of it, but it didn't have anything to do with her in a sense.
Okay, yeah.
But
Real quick.
maybe later on in the show I'll probably have somebody, but not right now.
Shout out to Suplex City Limits. I kind of got that from them in a way. I'm not ripping you guys off. I'm not. But they have a Hall of Fame they did. So I was like, maybe, I want to do something where people just suck. So I was just like, and then Jay came up with the name Hall of Shame. So we have the Hall of Shame. So every week we're going to do that. So yeah. So, Devon Villains wins. Do you think they're going to go on the main roster?
I hope not. And I say that because then that would really blow the hell up out of their characters.
The Ascension.
Well, the Ascension, Emma, Adam Rose.
What if Emma and Dana Brooke go to the main roster around SummerSlam or next year? I can see
keep them the way they are. Yeah, I'd be fine.
Yeah, I would love that, but I don't know who they would verse. I mean, the Bellas.
Well, at least they would be heels.
Oh, please do. Yes.
Or maybe they would be tweeners.
I'd rather keep them as heels.
But the reason why I say that because we got a lot of face. Not a lot of face. We have a lot of heels already on the main roster with the women's division.
Okay, name heels. We got Charlotte,
Naomi, and Tamina.
Tamina does not count. She does not.
She counts. She's there. Alicia Fox, Brie Bella.
No, whoa. No,
what?
No. They are twins. They are not heels. They are not heels.
Look, they heels.
They like the Big Show. No, they not. No, they like the Big Show. One week they face, one week they heel. When they versus,
look, they always heels to me, so they heels.
No, okay. When they versus the black girls, they always faces.
It's kind of racist, don't you think?
I know it is. I'm sorry, it is though. Like if you ever look at it, when the Bellas versus Team Bad, and it's like they become faces somehow, and both teams are heel. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be racist. It's just there.
Well, except for when they face Sasha.
Well, yeah. No, I'm just talking about how the commentary plays it off oh the Bellas getting beat up. That's what I mean when they face.
They deserve to get beat up.
So
they need to get beat up. They need to get beat up more often.
I mean, well, one of them already, But yeah, but I hope not Brie Bella. God damn it, Nikki Bella. I hope she get well. And John Cena. John Cena, take no time getting well. Just take your time. We'll see you next year. Just take your time. Take time. Yeah. But so what else happened? Oh, so we get the highlights from the Battle Royal. My favorite match this year so far, NXT. It's so far my favorite match is the Battle Royal. How they positioned this, it was just brilliant. How they did with the whole Oscar coming down there, bumping Eva Marie, and how. Well, I really didn't care about Miller won, but whatever. But I love that they showed the highlights of that. So you go backstage with Carl Miller with the hell is his name? Adam. Is his name Adam or Alex? Alex. What is it?
Rich Brennan clone.
Yeah, I think his name Alex. I think I call him Adam because it's Dana Brooke. Yeah, I think his name is Alex. So yeah, she had a interview with him. Mm-hmm. They was talking about what the hell they was talking about?
Well, basically they was talking about the upcoming title match between her and Bayley, which is next week. But also we got to get a little backstory on her because for people who didn't know, like me, come to find out, Carmella is a second generation wrestler.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. And then she called Dana Brooks Miss Piggy. I don't appreciate that. Carmella.
Well, I mean, I understand why, but
yeah, I don't appreciate as a Dana Brooks fan. Okay, you don't
fan too, but
you don't call her that. Okay, no, you don't call her that.
Well, she probably called her that for the fact that Emma and Dana Brooke basically.
No, I know why.
They jumped her at some point.
No, I know why. I'm just okay. I think Dana Brooke and Emma is coming like my Eva Marie. Like everything they do, you just can't do nothing to leave them alone. I think they come in that category to me. But they both better than Eva Marie. We know that, but still.
Yeah.
But yeah, so her interview was good.
Yeah.
She did a really good interview. You know, maybe she need to teach Big Cass that. But yeah, I didn't have a problem with it. You know, her and Bailey versus each other next week. Do you want to hear rumors about a WrestleMania match might happen?
No, I don't want to hear no rumors about
Okay. Well, they said this is official, but I doubt it. But who knows? Okay, so next you get Dawson Dashing.
Dash and Dawson.
Whatever. Dawson Dash, whatever. They had a good promo. I enjoyed it. They basically was going on Enzo and Amore and Big Cass, and they basically said, "Yeah, we beat you before. We could do it again." And then they do the little cheers to the belts. I love it. I just they comments. I love their promo.
But tell me why Dawson beard, that thing look like it's colored on. That thing is not.
Did you see Samoa Joe's at the end? Did you see how he had that he had like a beard, but it's like cut off a little. It's like one little spot just like blink.
I don't know what the hell Samoa Joe got going.
It's like you know how the beard go, but it's like one little spot. I won't say bald. It looked like he did that on purpose, but I don't know what the hell that was. But yeah,
but Dawson's beard, it looks fake.
Probably is fake. You probably put makeup on. You know how we watch Breaking Ground. I had to think about that. And you know how they was telling the divas they had to put up the makeup for HD, so maybe he gotta put on makeup for HD.
He gotta put on makeup. So he put on color. He gotta put coloring in his beard.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? Just to segue to something else real quick. My mother never understand why the Undertaker wears the makeup. You know, the eyeliner. She was like, Dad, he wear more makeup than I do. I was like, it's a part of his character. She was like, okay. I was like, leave him alone. But yeah. But Dash and Dawson, what do you think about their title run so far? I guess they're not transitional champions.
Yeah, I guess we was wrong on that. Cause
I mean, they are losing their WrestleMania. I do know that. I mean, that's just my prediction.
Yeah, they're gonna lose it at that point, but
yeah, well, they
but it's looking like they're gonna hold the belts up until that takeover, at around WrestleMania.
Unless they do something stupid like Blake and Murphy. One of them had like a DUI or something, and then they took the belts off them.
Yeah, but I don't see them. I don't see them being stupid like that.
No. I'm just saying if they do something stupid,
yeah,
you'll see the belts off like sooner than later.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't have a problem with them. Again, you had a bunch of backstage segments again on this show, but they was good. I never have a problem with them. All right, so what did we get back to? Oh, so we get
Carmella versus Emma.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
No, we got Carmella versus Emma with Dana Brooke, of course, ringside. I mean, it was a pretty decent match. I mean, I understand, it's them trying to build up to Carmella, getting her title shot, which, of course, she's not going to win.
Yeah, she ain't winning.
Because I thought for a second they was going to maybe plant little seeds of Bailey turning heel, because I don't see Carmella going heel, but I could see Bailey going heel in the sense, they're best friends and this, that, and the other, and then Bailey, freaks out and, belly to belly and, type of deal.
So something like what Finn Balor did in this episode a little bit, where he kind of snapped a little bit towards the end of his match. Just a little bit.
No, I mean more like what Samoa Joe did to Finn Balor.
No, I'm talking about like teasing it though.
Well, yeah, but I thought they would have did more like along the lines of what happened with Finn and Samoa Joe, like how, Joe kept, tapping on the title and like, come on, and don't forget the belt, and that type of stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I thought everybody did something like that. With the reverse, of course, it being Bailey the one that's going heel instead of, Carmella.
Right.
Because Carmella comes off real nice.
She actually does.
Even though Enzo and Cash, they come off like two lunatics, like they ready to fight anybody. But Carmella comes off real nice, especially when she talks.
Yeah, she really do.
I mean, she she's not in the cookie cutter nice like what Bailey is, but she's that real nice type of person in a sense.
Yeah, like she probably had to do like okay, like Alexa Bliss, but I think Alexa Bliss took her heel character to a
No,
way different.
I think Alexa Bliss just a heel that was just pretending to be a face.
Like she was a baby face. When she turned heel, I was like, holy crap! Like I love her as a heel. Like I like this. Like I like how she transformed. But yeah, with Carmella, I don't know. Like I like her, but it's like I can't take her seriously as a heel.
So it's gonna be real interesting next week, her versus Bailey.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that match. But Dana Brooke in this match had me dying laughing. She was like, Emma, you're number one. You're number one. That was just cracking up. I was just laughing. And Emma music, man, I love her music. I just love the remix to her song.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Oh, did you see that stretch Emma did to comment with the boot? She put her boot in her shoulder. That just looked painful as hell. Her arms was like up, and she had a boot in her. Yeah, that looked painful. But yeah, but Carmella won with a back slap pin.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this match was gonna be like a DQ or something because I thought I thought Dana Brooke was gonna interfere or something.
Yeah.
But Carmella won, and people was like, okay, cool. And I don't know what they're gonna do with Emma and Dana Brooke after this. Like, what else can you do? Because when Emma lost, it didn't affect her. It doesn't affect her character, in my opinion. Because she's established herself. It's like when she loses, now, oh, okay, it's not bad unless she was on Raw, how they did with that. But
yeah,
when she loses on NXT, it's like, okay, she lost. Like she kind of put over Carmella in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder what they're gonna do with her next. But who knows? So what else happened? Oh, well, go ahead.
No, next we got the backstage kind of reactions from Sami Zayn and Samoa Joe in regards to what happened last week with the triple threat match about what William Regal's decision was going to be in regards to that whole thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, it was like I said, you got Sami Zayn first. You know, he gave his little opinion about it, and then Samoa Joe gave his opinion on it.
Yeah, about to kill the man.
Yeah, exactly. To ask him a question. So,
I like Samoa Joe as a heel. He's funny.
He should never be a face. Samoa Joe should never be a face.
No, he shouldn't.
It don't fit him.
It doesn't. Yeah, that's one of the people it doesn't fit. Like Sami Zayn, you can see him as a face. I wonder what he would be as a heel in NXT or WWE. I wonder how his character would be, but I don't think he's gonna be turning anytime soon.
No,
unless he get in a group or something. But
yeah,
other than that, I don't know. All right, so what happened next? We got
Enzo and Cass versus some dudes.
Before that, we got a package from Jason Jordan and Chad Gable.
Yeah, American males. I mean, American Alpha.
Yeah, Jesus. AJ, keep talking. I'll be right back.
So yeah, we got a little package from them, basically, you know, hyping them up as being American Alpha because they trying to get that name over now, opposed to them just being Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. I'm not really a fan of like me and Keda talked about before. We're not fans of that American Alpha name. It just seems real generic in a sense. But I guess they did that because of the fact that we have so many tag teams in NXT that use their names, their own names, and they don't have tag teams, so they want to give them an actual tag team name, which there's no problem with giving them a tag team name. It just, they could have came up with something a hell of a lot better than American Alpha. So it's going to be interesting to see, you know, when do they finally get their title shot, and will it be against Enzo and Cass, or will it be against what a lot of people like to refer to Dash and Dawson as the Mechanics, which I think that would have been a nice name for them since they do kind of look like mechanics. But so I guess once again, you know, American Alpha is waiting to see who they, you know, be number one contenders for the tag team titles against, and hopefully they win the tag team titles because they deserve the tag team titles. They probably the best tag team right now in NXT.
Oh, I'm bad. My bad.
All right, that's all right.
Yeah, you said something about best tag teams. I'm assuming you're talking about the America Alpha.
Exactly. Yeah, I was just basically, putting them over in a sense.
Oh, look at you. Yes, Jason Jordan. Yes. Okay.
Jesus. So we got Enzo and Kaz versus some dudes.
Oh, time out. Okay, did you see how Enzo Big Cass came out and like the camera on them was on them the whole time, and then the camera goes on the jobbers? I was like, so when did they get here?
They was already in the ring.
Cause no, I didn't see them at first. Like, you know, normally when you like go down, you will see them. I didn't see them until they showed that clip on when they was outside. I was like, oh, okay. Cause I was like, okay, who they going verse? I didn't even see them. I really didn't. But what did you think about this commentary this week?
I mean, Corey Graves is still basically trying to be Jesse Ventura.
Yeah.
With a lot of things that he say and how he say it, and and stuff like that. Especially if he has to try to save something. With this week, he didn't have to save any type of segment, but he was reminding me a lot of Jesse Ventura.
You know what? He kind of made a joke this episode. He was saying something about Tom. How do you feel that one and a half of this tag team is a convict or whatever? No, I'm sorry, a convicted felon. And he was like, who? Like, who you talking about? He was like, Enzo Amore. He said, no, he's not. He was like, yeah, not yet. I was like, really?
Yeah.
I was just laughing. I love.
But that sounded like something that Jesse Ventura would have said back in the day too.
Yeah, I love Corey Graves. He's awesome. And Enzo Amore, him and his gimmick of his gear is crazy. Like, I wondered if he would ever walk in the street looking like that. But
I hope not. Well, no, because when we see him on Breaking Ground, he kind of reserved, except for his hair, of course, because he got to keep the hair like that. But
well, maybe that was for Breaking Ground. Maybe they was like, hey, you need to put something on decent.
Well, no, because we see them how they really are. They're not really in character, except for Mojo, who basically is that character.
Yeah, when that big motherfucker like hopped on that beat, man, I was like, yes, this man is hype.
Yeah, that's basically him. But I mean, like with Kaz, that's why I said that about him. He's not. He's a real like reserved type dude, opposed to how. Because when you see him on, in NXT, you thinking he probably some big nasty motherfucker or something like that. Yeah. But when he, when they not wrestling or whatnot, he just a regular dude in a sense.
So, all right, to get in this match, the one part that stood out is when Big Cass got, I think he got the hot tag, and he threw the kid outside the ring. And I think he hit his head, and Corey Graves was like, oh, he just sent him to Universal Studios. And I was just dying, laughing. I was like, really? And I love Universal Studios because I used to always go there. I love Corey Graves. Did you see that part when he threw him from the ring
I saw
outside? It. Yeah. Man, he took a sick ass bump. I was like, sheesh, Jesus. But what else did you think of this match? Was anything like stand out in this match?
Well, the botch assisted splash, to end the match.
I saw that. Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of something that happened in TNA a long time ago between Christian and Scott Steiner on the outside of the ring, where Scott Steiner was supposed to be picking Christian up and throwing him like head first into the apron. Mm-hmm. But before Scott Steiner could actually do it, Christian throws himself, so it makes it look like it looks weird.
Yeah, you got to be a gif or a clip of this.
Yeah, but that's kind of what happened with this splash. Is like Enzo was trying to go before Cass was, ready to push him, assist him off the. So it looked weird in that sense, but yeah, I mean it was just a match, an enhancement match for Enzo and Cass.
What is that finisher called?
I have no idea. All they ever call it is the assisted splash. I don't know if it's an official name for it.
Oh, okay. Because them and Jason Jordan and Jack Gable, they don't have a finisher name for theirs. I know The Von Villains have it for theirs. I just can't remember what the name of theirs.
Yeah, they have a name. The Ascension, Wasteland. They got a name.
Yeah.
Who else? Oh, do Dash and Dawson have a finishing? They do have a finishing name, but I can't remember what it is.
Oh, okay, I don't remember.
Yeah, they call it something.
I don't think Blake and Murphy had one. I mean, don't get me wrong. We know this.
Do Blake and Murphy have a finisher?
I don't know. I have no idea. Probably, I just don't remember. I don't think so. But this is the thing about NXT though, it's development, so they have to develop their finishers over time. We do know that. Yeah. So hopefully when they go to the main roster, some of them, I'm gonna be selfish. I don't want them to go because it's probably gonna get buried. But they have to go to the main roster, and I hope they don't turn out like Tyler Breeze. Poor him. But so the next thing happened was your guy, Mr. Apollo Crews. He had
a backstage interview.
Yeah, you want to go into that?
Not really. I mean, it was just a typical interview where he was basically, about him facing Finn Balor.
Yeah, basically he want to prove himself to Finn without, getting a championship match. He don't want to be like Corbin. I think one of the commentaries say that, over aggressive, be a heel, say, hey, I deserve a title match. He just want to just fight Finn and tell him, he could beat him. That's basically what it was. I didn't have a problem with it.
I did.
The dude Alex, he getting a lot of airtime. I'll tell you that much.
Too much.
So we go to Mr. Regal. That's for Tyler Breeze. That's for Tyler Breeze. Yeah. All right, Jay. So you gotta tell people when you what did you find that clip from? That was from he had a cape on, right?
Yeah, we had that red cape on when Regal was, introducing Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, and he come busted in there, Mr. Regal.
He's like, yes.
Yeah, that's what that came from.
Oh man, so Regal, he's basically saying about the match from last week, what happened, and basic decision, and
as he's doing that, Baron Corbin come busted in there.
Yeah.
All pissed off.
Yeah, I love when he pissed off. Man, I'm telling you last week, I'm telling you. He actually got into his curtain for like a legit 5 seconds. I'd rather see you than that Griffin dude. Yeah.
He goes in there pissed off. Like he for some reason, for some weird reason, he thought that he should have still been involved.
Yeah, even Rick was like, no.
Regal shut him down. He's like, well, we know that you're not gonna be involved in this because he tapped out.
He was like, "What? Why that?"
He tapped out.
So he basically thought they were going to actually have a rematch.
He the one that tapped. The whole thing was not like I say. He was eliminated from the equation. It was just whether or not, because of the fact you don't know who he was tapping to. Was he tapping to Sami Zayn or was he tapping to Samoa Joe?
Right.
That's the whole thing. It was what it was about. So I don't know what the hell Baron Corbin thought was going to happen.
But you know what? I did like how he came in there and said, hey, because, okay, let's just say this was Raw. And then I'd be like, okay, so we don't have no follow-up. The person who lost, they're not going to do no type of interaction with this. So they, like with the whole thing with Sheamus and Roman Reigns, how Sheamus just blew him off for a couple weeks. Yeah. I thought, so I like how they do with NXT. He's a heel. So he's like, hey, we need another rematch. And he's like, no, you're done. You tapped out. So I wonder who he gonna feud with next. Maybe it was somebody new who's coming or something.
Possibly.
Or maybe he going to the main roster. What the hell do you do with him? Do you put him in a group? I think I'd rather see him in a group than solo.
No, because then it's changed his gimmick. Because his gimmick is that he's the lone wolf.
I mean, but he could be in the group of lone wolf. Just you have a team. You have a team, but you only wrestle the team, but you just go and do your own stuff. I just don't want to see him
by himself.
On the main roster. I'm talking about the main roster, not NXT.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Even on the main roster, he's better off by himself.
He gave. I popped for him like 5 seconds when he was pissed off. That was hilarious. But other than that, no. All right, so we get okay. So you need to do this next match because I was like, holy crap.
Yep.
So go ahead.
which I had only found out about this maybe a couple of hours before NXT, that she was gonna be on NXT. As you know, I'm a huge Santana Garrett
A
fan.
huge fan. Yes.
Yes, I am a huge Santana Garrett fan. So when I
Yes. He is
found
so
out about
he
this,
over there smiling like hell. Yeah.
so yeah, so you get Oscar versus Santana Garrett, and I was very happy because I think this is her second time being on NXT, because she was there in 2014. She was there.
Oh, okay. Mm.
I think she had one match in 2014. So this was like another match for her, because anytime that she's basically, they let her, she's, I won't say she's like blue pants, but she, because of the fact that she's a top women's wrestler, because she, like I told you, she got like 3 or 4 belts right now
Yeah, you
in
did tell me that.
about in a couple of promotions. So
Jesus.
'cause I think it's, I want to say Shine. She's the Shine champion. I think she's the NWA Women's Champion, and she got another belt, but I can't remember which one it's from. But so I'm very happy to see her there. And the match between her and Oscar was kind of brutal, even though it didn't last long. But it was brutal how they was hitting each other.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I was like, holy crap! I would love to see her sign.
So, well, speaking of that, I asked that question on our show page, and I was happy to see that people who voted on it actually, believe that she should be signed. 80% said yes, 20% said no, but that's still good enough for me. So,
How do you feel about that? No. Do you think these are people who don't know her?
yeah, that's what I think it is people who don't know, because I almost added on there. I almost put yes, no, and then like I don't know her, but then I just left it to yes and no. So I'm gonna assume that 20%, they don't know who Santana Garrett is. So if you listen to this episode and you're someone who voted on that poll and you don't know who Santana Garrett is, Google her.
He over there excited. He botched her name because he's excited. I botch every episode. That's just me. But he's very excited. That's why he botched and I'm eating. So go ahead.
And matter of fact, shout out to Santana Garrett. I mean, I follow her on Twitter, and like I said, anytime I see something that I retweet it, or I even comment. Sometimes she likes it back. She retweets stuff. She interacts with her fans. So I say,
look at you, and you get on me being an Eva Marie fan, and like you just hyping her up right now.
Listen,
just hyping her up right now.
I'm a fan of champions, and she's a champion.
Eva Marie's the queen. What are you talking about?
Look, listen, Santana Garrett is Wonder Woman, and she may or may not end up being Sister Abigail. So, yeah.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of Sister Abigail, what do you think about somebody? I think it was Wrestling Suit Mish. I think he said people gave him heat for this. What if Bailey goes to the main roster and be Sister Abigail?
That would
be totally different, because you would not expect that from her. But overall, she would go back to her gimmick later. But that would be crazy. I like that. He said people gave him heat for that. I was like, what?
It would be basically Bash at the Beach 1996. It's like, what the hell is this? That's basically what it would be.
Oh.
So I mean, it would be a complete 180.
Yeah, I like that idea. I met people who was like, no, you shouldn't. I'm like, what? Mish Wrestling Suit, you had a good idea. I agree with you. But yeah, that's different. If they don't get nobody else to do it, I can see her do it.
Because you remember who I said, okay, you remember originally, as far as WWE, people were saying, oh, it could be Paige, right?
Yeah.
But remember, the only person I said I could actually see being Sister Abigail, even though they won't sign her, is Daphne. That's the only person that I could see, at that time. of being Sister Abigail because she's crazy. She can play crazy like nobody can play crazy. But then when Santana Garrett with the whole like if anybody who know her as Brittany in TNA, if you've seen her there, and even though she was more of a crazy chick, but she was a stalker type, I think that she has the potential to actually be whatever they want that Sister Abigail character to be. I think she could pull it off of what they want it to be. But if for a legit Sister Abigail, I still say that Daphne is the only one that could probably pull that off.
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I'm over eating in your ear. I'm sorry. I'm hungry. All right, so Santana, she did this crazy ass submission move. What the hell is that?
Yeah, well she reversed stuff out of the Oscar armbar and tried to bend up like a pretzel, it looked like, but
Yeah, it was weird. I mean,
Oscar,
I enjoyed this match. This might be my favorite match on the card, actually.
yeah, mine too.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's short, but it was good. You know, she actually gave Oscar, you know, run for her money. And then well,
The only thing I didn't like is that they had her tap out. That's the only thing I didn't like.
did she tap? Oh yeah, she did tap out.
Yeah, because you know Oscar reversed her move into the Oscar choke. So,
right. Oh yeah, she did.
I say that's the only thing about it. I didn't like that they had her tap out because of the fact of her being a champion in other promotions.
Yeah, but you know this is NXT, so people don't. Well, you know her. I don't really know her that well, but for they just try to build Oscar up for WrestleMania. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but they just building her up. That's what I'm gonna tell you.
I know, but still, I'm just saying that because you know the fact that she's a champion. If she wasn't a champion in another promotion, I wouldn't have no problem with it. But
Yeah.
I just think because of the fact she's a multi-champion in Florida champion at that. So
Florida, what's Florida?
what's that?
I was taking Polo from what he was talking about TNA. Yeah, the Florida. Yeah, what's that?
Yeah. She's a multi-champion, including in Florida. She's big here in Florida. So yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we get Alex again. Jesus, this is his show.
The man's like Big Boss Man from from Deadly Game Survivor Series. All over the damn show.
My daddy. Jake have me saying that. God damn it. When I think of that, and I think of that Hell in a Cell match with him and the.
Oh
Yeah, it's horrible. Oh, what the hell? Yeah.
no! Anytime I think of Boss Man, I think about when he got eliminated for the Royal Rumble and almost got decapitated. But that's another story.
Jeez, my dad. But okay, so we get Finn Balor. We get Finn Balor. He's talking about Apollo Crews and their match tonight. You know, he basically saying, you know, what should happen weeks ago or last year, actually, I think. Yeah, last year, right? Would have happened? He would have beat Apollo Crews. Basically, was saying he's gonna go out there and do his job. He's a champion, so that was his thing. So we get a little promo that it's gonna be Bayley versus Carmella next week. I'm excited for that. So you get the main event: Apollo Crews versus Finn Balor. And you know what? I love the Undertaker. I do. But Finn Balor, I love his entrance, but he took forever to get out. Oh my god! It reminded me that one time when Randy Orton took forever when he first got his new music. I was oh my god! It don't take you 5 minutes to get to the damn ring,
especially in NXT.
Yeah, and you know what? Exactly. And I was just like, gee, because I know at Wrestle Kingdom 10 they took for. I think that was my only problem with the pay-per-view was just the long ass intro. I understand it's like a long ramp, but
once again, but at the same time that makes sense. It's a long ass ramp. So.
But some of them was walking, you know, a little fast. Like what's the team might be coming to NXT from the Bullet Club? What's his name?
Doc and Carl Anderson.
Yeah, they took forever coming to the ring. I'm like, oh my gosh. Jesus, because I saw that like multiple times in the night. I'm just like, oh my god, it's just killing me. But Jesus, they need to sprint like John Cena do. But so what did you think about this match?
I thought it could have been better than what it was.
Yeah, it was like
And
very slow. Then it picked up a little bit, and Finn
yeah,
Balor he got like a little mean streak in him, but it was okay.
yeah. I mean, it wasn't bad. It's
I
just
thought
I
it could be better.
was
Yeah, I agree.
with when you have a talent like Finn Balor and you have a talent like Apollo Crews.
Finn Balor.
I guess they didn't want them, potentially hurt themselves, even though they both do, that dive out the ring. When Apollo did that freaking backflip and
Oh
landed on his
yeah,
feet on the
Jesus.
outside, and then Finn come flying over the top rope on top of him. I mean, that's probably the biggest, high spot, high risk maneuver that was done in the match. But the two of them, I think, could really tear down the house if they
I
said,
think
okay, if the title was on the line.
yeah, and
Since the title wasn't on the line, so I guess they figured, well, we want y'all to kind of hold back a little bit.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. I could see them doing something with a NXT special with them two, hype that up or something. I could see them doing that. But
Yeah.
for this show, I was like, okay. I mean, I didn't have a problem with it, but it wasn't like, oh, that's my match. Like the Oscar versus Santana Garrett was a good one, the best one in my opinion on the show. So yeah, that's Finn Balor he wins with the hell did he win with?
The
He did
Bloody
some
Sunday, as he called it. It's a brain buster, but he calls it a Bloody Sunday.
okay, because I was like, he did then the part when he did the coup de grace on the back of his head.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
my!
Jesus. Really?
I was like, holy
I
crap!
thought the curb stomp was outlawed.
No bullshit. Oh man.
Apparently, they didn't get that memo in NXT.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah. We talk NXT. Yeah, we hurt NXT. Jesus Christ, that was brutal. Like, man, he took it like a G. Like
But
the
yeah, I
nug
mean,
of it. Sheesh.
but the fact that he didn't beat him with the coup de grace, he had to beat him with the Bloody Sunday, I think kind of was saying something too.
Yeah, it's like yeah.
So I mean,
Excuse me.
I don't know if Finn is gonna still have the title. If he's still gonna be in NXT way down the line, because I don't think Apollo is not going up to the main roster no time soon. But it's always kind of been back and forth about whether or not Finn is actually gonna go to the main roster. I know he doesn't want to go to the main roster, and if Triple H has anything to do with it, he won't go to the main roster.
I could see him going after WrestleMania.
Well, no, I'm talking about even because the thing is, like I say, he doesn't want to go to the main roster, and do you kind of blame him with the way things?
I don't blame him, but I can see them. They want a fresh start. Like ever since NXT got off the ground, I always say, every year now, like Sarah Page, like you need to bring a new group of guys and girls to start, because it's like they resetting for next WrestleMania. They season, that's like really they season premieres actually the night after WrestleMania. If they
let me ask you this. Do you think it would be better because we know that Carl Anderson and Doc is coming.
Okay, they going to NXT or they going to the main roster?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Okay, like I said, we know they're coming to the company, but we don't know if they're going to be in NXT or on the main roster. But what I'm saying is, if they go to NXT, do you think it would be better in that regard, and they start the Balor Club there, and then take it to the main roster? Or would it be better if Finn is on the main roster and then Doc and Carl Anderson show up on the main roster and they do the Balor Club there?
Yeah, I like the second idea better because it's it's more surprising in a way. If people like you and other people who watch them at different promotions, they be like, "Oh crap, it's back!" Something NXT, because they take their shows, so it's like you would know what happened. I'd rather that to be live. Yeah. Please don't put them on SmackDown, but let it be on Raw. Let it be live. So I like that second idea better. But they might go with the first idea, but I think it just because in on Raw you don't really have that many surprises left in this company.
And the reason why I said that is because I was thinking about the Wyatt family. The Wyatt family started in NXT.
I know, man.
And then they brought that to the main roster.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I was saying that.
Yeah, and man, if y'all will go back and look at Bray Wyatt's go listen to his promos back in when they was down in Jesus.
So okay, well, because I haven't looked at any of that stuff. So, were they more Kevin Sullivan or were they more Jake the Snake Roberts?
It might be a mixture of both. Like sometimes they have their weeks.
Jesus.
I don't even know if it's on the network. Actually, it should be on there. But some of their promos, I don't remember like one particular, but it was just dark as hell. Like compare what they do in the main road, it was just dark.
Yeah.
It was like, what the hell? When I first saw it, I was like, who the hell is these? Who is these country bunkins? And I was like, okay, I like them. I was like, Jesus, this man is dark. So, yeah, his character down in NXT was way better than the main roster, in my opinion. But yeah. So, Finn won his match. He basically told Apollo Crews, good job. And I saw when Apollo's going out the ring, he told him thank you.
Yeah.
So it was okay match. I didn't have a problem with it. And so, what do you rate this show? A through C. We don't get ups to NXT unless the Drift is on here.
I give it a B minus.
I give it a C plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give it a C plus.
And it gets a B minus because of Santana Garrett. Yes.
Well, that's why I got C plus because of them. Yeah, I mean, overall, I think I like last week's better. I think it was more the commentary. But yeah, I can't wait for next week to see Bayley versus Carmella. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. So anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here? Before we get out of here.
There was something, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, it was something with NXT. Was it Samoa Joe? No.
No, it wasn't Samoa Joe.
Nah, shit. I don't know. Something. You did tell me something. I just don't remember. And you know what? As soon as we done, we're like, oh, that's what it was.
Well, did we talk about Ty Dillinger getting hurt? Did we talk about
No, we didn't. I don't think we talked about Hideo Tommy. No, we didn't.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. I mean, people already know now, Ty Dillinger got hurt. And I don't know if it's like real serious or if it's not, but the fact that, everybody's kind of like, the injury bug now has shifted down to NXT now, type of deal with him getting hurt. And, Tommy already was hurt and like Sami Zayn was already hurt. But, I mean, so.
Yeah. Which is sad, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's very sad. Yeah. So is there anything...
But at least, no, I was gonna say, but at least when people in NXT get hurt, they find ways to still make it work, opposed to the main roster. When people get hurt, it's like, oh my God, the sky is falling. We don't know what to do.
What? What? NXT know how to utilize their talent? What? No, really? Get out of here, Jay. Wow. Whew. Stop doing that dead air. I hate when you do that. This is so annoying. Oh my God, I hate when you do that. Jesus. But yeah, on the serious note, I do agree. Yeah. So is there anything else?
I know that wasn't it, but I can't remember what I was originally thinking about. So
okay,
I guess not.
Okay, well, you think about it. I'm gonna plug some people real quick. So shout out to a new podcast. It's a wrestling podcast, and they talk about other things as well. And their @name on Twitter is war_podcast. So it's called the Working a Rest Hole podcast. Okay. So it's @war_podcast. Shout out to them. I listened to their first 2 episodes. It was good. I liked them. They're pretty cool. I think it's under an hour. I think for their shows, I believe, and they're on YouTube as well. I believe it's Working a Rest Hole. I guess that's their YouTube account as well. But they're on Twitter, and you could just like go to their website. It's workingresthole.com to see all the episodes and stuff like that. So keep up the good work, guys. I enjoy you guys. All right, so my new family that I started to love is Suplex City Limits. I gave them a shout out earlier, but again, love the show. Keep up the good work always. If I'm gonna give them the acceptance speech a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have to shout out people. I have to shout out these people. Oh, and you know what? And Super City, he gave us a shout out, Jay. He was like, yeah, shout out to KedaNJayShow. He was like, all right, so I'm done whoring myself now. Because he was shouting out like a lot of people, and I was just like, oh, thank you. I appreciate you. He's funny. I think his name is Jim. They're funny as hell. So one more shout out is to at True John B, the Height Army. That's his Twitter handle. So check him out as well. He has a YouTube channel. It's called The Best of Both Worlds 87. So check out him. He does oh shoot, my bad. Yeah, he does interviews, I guess, to talk about wrestling too. So, and I think he do gaming and stuff too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because he has a lot of content too. And shout out to Peter and Jake, of course. And I'm sorry that my Twitter's going off like a nut job over here. It's on my computer, Jay. I can't control that. So yeah, I can't control that. All right. So did you get your Did you think about what it was?
Well, I know I'm supposed to be adding somebody to the Hall of Shame.
Okay, before you do that, shout out to PJTW Central. Peter, shout out to you guys. I'm so happy for your t-shirt business. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Me and Jay always will support you. We're not a fan of them, but I'm going for them on the Super Bowl for you. So, and plus I like the color, so yeah. Yeah. So Jay, are you ready for the Super Bowl this Sunday?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I might watch it. I might watch
I say it's two teams that I like, so I'm gonna watch it. Like I said, I didn't watch it last year because I didn't give a damn about neither one of them teams. I'm glad they both got up out of there.
He didn't give a damn. Yeah, pretty much. Ooh, that hurt my throat. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, so thanks again for all the support. We appreciate it. All right, so your Hall of Fame.
Hall of Shame.
Sorry, I keep saying sorry. Hall of Shame. Who was your pick for this week?
Well, actually, before I get to that, now I just remembered what I was.
You know what? See,
I just remember what I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
No, I don't know if you've watched the latest episode of Legends with JBL with Ron Simmons.
No.
But it is a very good interview. Ron Simmons, he gave some real, real stuff when he was talking about, when he became the first black heavyweight champion and how he was raised and stuff like that, and just life stuff. And anybody who hasn't seen it, including you, Keda, I mean, I highly recommend it. Check that episode out, Legends with JBL with Ron Simmons.
Oh, okay. Because I'm about to say, so who is your Hall of Shame?
All right, my Hall of Shame is not from NXT. My Hall of Shame actually goes to.
Really? We gotta do all that?
Goes to your guy, Marty Jannetty.
Really?
Yep.
Oh wow! Wait, hold up. Wait a minute. Rewind. What? Cut this out. Hold up. That is not my guy. I just no. What the hell you just say? No, that's your guy. Yeah.
Not my guy. All right.
Marty Jannetty.
The reason being, of course, I mean, we talked about this already, in the previous episode, but and I'm pretty sure everyone knows about, how he felt about what Stephanie said to him. Well, said about him in regards to Dean Ambrose being the Marty Jannetty of Roman Reigns and him, being a team. And he, came back with the whole, I know this bitch didn't just say this, I didn't just hear this bitch say this, right? And insinuated that their kid, that her and Triple H kids might not be Triple H kids. I mean, I had no problem with him going at her because, they're keeping it with it. But anytime you bring kids into it, it's like, okay, why are you bringing these people kids into it? And whether it's true or not, what right does that give you to say that?
Because he's a dirtbag for that.
So that's why he's going into the Hall of Shame.
Okay, and what? Another thing with the Hall of Shame, these people could get out of the Hall of Shame, but I don't think these two will. The Drifter and
Well, put like this: Elias has a better chance of getting out the Hall of Shame than Marty Jannetty.
Okay, okay, if they change his character, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, nope, you're stuck in purgatory. Sorry. So, is there anything else before we get out of here?
make sure you go follow Santana Garrett at Santana Garrett on Twitter.
Really? And we always debate about me like plugging the Twitter, so you just plug her with no problem. So can you plug our Twitter? Can you do that?
Check us out on Twitter at KedaNJayShow, where we both run that page. Keda kind of does more of the wrestling, stuff. I do some wrestling too, but Keda, everything that Keda posts is strictly wrestling related. Me, on the other hand, it's wrestling related, it's movie related, might be sports related if I forget that I'm on the damn show page and not on my own page.
Yeah, I did that too. I think I did that with Lucha Underground. Yeah.
So yeah, check us out on there, and we always kind of coming up with different polls and stuff like that. So check those out and vote on those as well.
Yeah, and follow us. I know I'm eating, but follow us on SoundCloud, Stitcher, and iTunes. So every Sunday is the plan. Is to upload We Talk NXT on YouTube. So that's the only thing we put on YouTube for now. Maybe we will do the throwbacks. Maybe we don't know yet. Maybe. So and check us out on Tumblr as well. At KedaNJayShow. Follow us on there as well. So we appreciate it. Yeah. So is there anything else? Is there anything else?
Well, my decision is. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, my last words is my daddy. Peace, y'all.
Peace.